Hit record. I feel it. Whenever you're ready.
Ah, brilliant. Right. I do not know where I have it up, but while I'm looking...
Fucking got it all this time.
What? Shit, you had nothing. You literally had nothing to do. Anyway,
Recording.
oh, that's the one. Yeah, I know. We can keep all this in recording, you fucking cunt.
Fucking guy, I hate him.
Damn.
Ah, here we go, I found it. 8th time for this chat. This is because I've got too many tabs. Anyway, as I was saying... Right. Hello everyone. I don't know what my mouse class. Hello everyone. Welcome to, for the first time in this year, even though we're already in October, the AK podcast. We've taken a massive, we took a massive pause. Then we decided to get back at it, and we decided to do a lovely video, a massive, amazing Christmas video, I might add. You know, just to really sell it and that. And our editor, Deeks, how's it going? Been 10 months, and we're gonna get it this Christmas.
No.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you had one
Maybe
job to
next
do,
year.
man.
But so I decided. We decided to go for another one, and this time we'll bring it back to the basics and try and reformat a bit more to include a bit more discussions and chats and stuff. As always, it's me and the
Who
other
are
two
you,
hosts
man?
as well.
Who are you?
Wow.
I'm Aiden.
What do you do for the
You're
AKA?
uh, I'm the CEO,
It's the
CFO.
CEO. I can't believe it.
Damn.
Who else
Well,
we got?
we got Alex. We got lovely Alex, our main head of post production, Alex.
No, what can I say? I'll wear that title proud.
Assistant director.
Assistant director, that's right.
What can I say? I'm just a bit of a jack of all trades.
Then we got Deeks, our lovely, beautiful head of talking division.
Editing.
Oh, damn.
And then we all got everyone's favourite. You love him, you hate him, Emperor Palpatine.
Damn.
Or one of those fucking Death Eaters, I don't know. Yeah, we got Drew. For the first time, actually, I think this is the first proper video that we're going to have of all four of us in the podcast. We've done some gaming where it's all four of us, but the last time we did the podcast where Drew was there, he was only there for like half the episode and he wasn't on camera.
That's true.
So,
That's true. He's off camera again.
he's on camera for me.
Fix it.
Are you?
Ruining the
Try turning
recording,
your
man.
camera off and on again.
Ruining the recording.
Damn.
It doesn't need.
Mate, he's pissing me off.
Trying.
Is he on? Can you see him?
Yeah, but it's fucking
Alex.
the recording.
Can you
Yes,
turn
I
them
can
red,
see
by the way? Oh god, put the hood back on.
it. Bold! Bold!
All that lightning
Fucking
power
King
living in
Neptune.
Right. Anyway,
Fucking
so let's
Eggman.
get cracking. So we done our introduction, so I figured we might as well get cracking on. Should we do a bit of update because it has been a long time since our last
Yeah,
live
man. We'll go
episode.
around the table.
So we'll start with obviously. Should we start with the guests? Go on, Drew. I love a guest. Tell us what have you been doing for the better part of 2023.
Fucking finding his hair.
To be honest, not really a lot. Mostly working, trying to get driving sorted. The odd days that are off on there. Went Wales with the lads, which are you guys.
Woo!
Damn.
Which was the best. Which is the best time I quite liked it. Just waiting for new adventures back in 2024.
You went camping twice with the lads.
Cringe.
Camping, yeah, camping on this girl was awesome. That was a great adventure. Sleeping on the floor.
Yes.
Kind of cringe, man.
Waiting for new adventures though in 2024.
Yeah? Like what?
What are you hoping to get out of it?
Well, holiday with your family. Is it to Spain?
Ooh,
Spain, Portugal. I can't remember.
sounds good.
It's okay.
Spain, Portugal. Holiday with us lads away, actually somewhere abroad for once, which would be nice. Go there for a week, go somewhere for a week, and then I don't know really know what else, but
What is
just other just hopefully along the way.
yo?
Okay, he's doing that Pepsi.
Bloody
Oh yeah, I should
Yeah,
have put last
exactly.
weekend on there.
Where's Diet Deacon, man?
Where is it?
That's
You
some
wouldn't
lovely
believe
stuff,
it.
Drew.
It's sold
like really
out.
shit.
Beautiful. Amazing.
Right. Go on then, Deeks. What have you been doing?
Pretty much the same. Went on holiday with you
Excluding
guys.
the working part.
Yeah, obviously, I'm still looking for a job.
Sorry, I couldn't resist, man.
Wow.
Man. All British men here. We have a bit of banter in there.
No camping though. No.
No camping.
Played any games?
Always.
If Drew turns his camera off one more time, I swear I'll leave.
Oh,
You can't turn it red. Okay.
It's literally on.
we've got different
How
colours.
many-
We've got
Huh?
blue, we've got green, we've got red, we've got purple.
That's true. It's got all the colours.
Oh, he's got yellow. I want yellow.
Oh damn.
They're white.
Oh, red.
Got
What?
that mood lighting.
Yeah, it's got.
Leave everything.
He's like, hey babe, how about we set this mood to red?
So, we've been playing Deacon. What's the scoop?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't worry, we got a chapter in here for Deeks' explain movie.
Lovely.
Yeah, man.
The chat explained.
You can explain the film of Barbie.
Can enough.
Anyway,
Are you?
Alex, what have you been doing?
Hey, man, I've been busy, man. I've been a busy boy.
Yo,
So,
how about
Passed my driving test. Been driving for
Oh,
2 months now. How time flies. Feels like
What's the
yesterday.
furthest,
does
what's
feel
the
like
furthest you
yesterday.
can go?
What's the what?
Oh, sorry. Answer Deeks' question first.
What? What were you saying?
Fucking hell. Okay. I said, what's the furthest distance you ever done in one journey?
In terms of like straight distance or like continuous traveling.
Like continuous traveling. Obviously, I don't know how much we can say in terms of location. I guess.
Well,
but,
the longest I've driven is 5 hours straight.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
With a 30-minute break and another 2 hours to get this fucking egghead home. Well,
Was that going holiday or was
Nah.
that just shits and giggles?
Nah, I was just fucking around. I was just driving. Then I went on the motorway.
Really drive.
But in terms of like furthest, in terms of like continuous, I'll probably say Melton Keynes, which is about like 50 minutes away. Been hitting the gym again. I've been slacking this week because I'm a bit sick, got a bit of a phlegmy cough.
No, same mate.
My dad might have possible COVID, so I don't want to spread that to the boys. I
Oh,
don't think he
please
does, but better safe than sorry. I've been playing World of Warcraft again because why not? Peaceful. Been playing the guitar. I set my stream up again, but I haven't got around to actually pressing the live button.
Ooh. You trying to do Twitch? Because that's what I'm thinking of switching over to.
I've done Twitch in the past. I got affiliate, and then I gave up because I just couldn't be asked. I got to like average 15 viewers ish. Got the sub button. Had a few subs, and then I just stopped. Just really couldn't be asked.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it really. On top of my head, what has our lovely CEO
Okay.
been doing?
Well, I'm glad you asked because very busy year, I guess. I mean, I've been Sadly, I still work at the same place. I mean, I still work in like logistics and doing all the boring stuff, but I'm trying to move on and do admin stuff. But I've done a lot of like progress. I've now like in terms of like volunteering and that, and I've done probably. I'm glad to say that I managed to do about 5 hours journey for the holiday when we went to Wales. That was great.
Woo!
That was the best part, really.
Give
In
us a
that
quick
part,
rundown. What did we do in Wales?
oh wow! Can't do
How
it
far we hit
overnight.
people's cars?
So day one. I mean, to be fair, I think that the morning was quite hectic, but in a good way. Like when we all woke up and we were just making sure we all got our stuff and breakfast and putting stuff into. It was so satisfying. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but when you get all these suitcases and you try and pile up the
Oh
car,
yeah, car Tetris.
ready, ready for holiday. Oh, I felt like a dad in that moment. I just felt so happy about that. And then
Just a child.
have a poor Deku trying to squeeze into the back with all the suitcase like pressing into these fucking rib cage. I don't know how
Oh,
you did it
dear.
for 5
If
hours,
the
man.
government's watching, he did wear a seatbelt. I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was day one. What about day two?
Ooh. Oh man.
I don't
Am
even
I the only
remember day
one
two.
am I the only one giving the days?
I don't
Day
know,
two was
man. We done something day two.
what the fuck did we do day two?
We
What
went
did
to the
we do?
beach.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we went to the beach. Day two was beach day. It was quite good actually. I really liked it. It was I mean, I'm not really a beach person. I like sitting on the beach, but I don't like getting in the water. 'Cause, you know.
Oh, me and Drew, we was in the water. We was fucking like, we was hulking that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Then day
we all love it.
three, we took that boat tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, no, no. On day three, we went to. I do feel bad because it was the only thing that you wanted to do, Alex, which was go to the art gallery. We
Oh, that
rocked off,
was dog shit.
and it wasn't an actual art gallery. Just
No,
it
it's
said
just
it
some
was
fucking
on
random
the Google
Danny's
Maps.
room.
It was some fucking house, yeah. I just remember, like, we were walking down. It was like a neighborhood. It doesn't look like where art gallery would be, which is like the city or town center, which is a middle nowhere neighborhood. I jokingly went to, I think it was Mira and maybe someone else. I was just like, oh, would it be funny if it actually just was some random fucker's house?
No, I think
And
that
we
was
just
me.
and Google Maps went, your destination is on your left. And we looked, it was like actual house. And like
Yeah,
it fucking said the name of it on the sign, and we were like,
it was kind of cringe.
I'll tell you the truth, I didn't want to go in.
Nah,
Most of you did, so I just ended up leading the way. But like, I didn't want to go in.
it
It
was
was dodgy.
overpriced garbage.
It was.
Like £300 for like a fucking shitty fucking envelope of painting. I'll pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy any of it. It was nice that we got to have a look at for free, but I mean, it was like no one wanted
Yeah,
to buy
but she
it.
got so salty when we didn't buy anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
It's also a bit unnerving. I know why they do it because it's their own house, but like she was just sat there staring at us through the doorway. So we were all like awkwardly going, "This is a nice paint," just because there's nothing you can do. It's a tiny
Yeah.
room
It's
full of
not
paintings.
complete dog shit,
Staring
I
at it.
swear.
Yeah, honestly. But then we eventually left, and then we went to the Maritime Museum.
Man.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, man, we did.
Yeah.
That
Then
was.
we done the boat
that-
tour.
Boat tour was so
The
good.
day was boat tour.
The boat tour was so beautiful. I
It was
enjoyed it.
great. I had front row seats.
Oh yes, you did. You were on your own with like
You were the
random.
best.
I went on my own. I was actually next because the running joke that whole holiday was the geography joke. When I was like, "Yeah, I done GCSE geography, man. I know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, this is a rock formation. I know what I'm talking about." And I actually sat next to an actual geologist, and I was like, But
Did you use that then?
they were laughing the whole time. I was actually like, I was beaming. I was having so much fun.
Oh,
I was just making shitty jokes, and
good.
the guy was fucking in tears. And there's some random kid that played Minecraft. I was just like, "Oh, he talked to me, stop." But it was pretty funny. It was good. But
Oh,
we don't want to get
I love
sidetracked
that
with
one
Wales, man. Unless
I
you want
love
to say
that at one
something.
point. the boat was coming in to like the cave bit with the water and all that sort of thing. And the guy was just chatting, like, I don't know, he was saying like, oh, this is where the lava and you can see like the magnesium and all that shit. And like towards the end of his speech, he's like, and it all forms here. You just hear Drew go, wow. He's just like echoed with that whole.
Yeah,
It was like at the
Wow.
middle of the floor, one at the right and the back, and I heard it clear as day because it echoed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me say it, but there's this guy, the tour guide, when he was talking about all the liking,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
I literally just said, I was like, oh yeah, this is to my liking, and he just stared at me, and he done like the awkward chuckle. But the geologist next to me was fucking pissing himself.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry,
funny.
well, thank you, I'll be here all day. Because originally it was meant to be 2 hours long, I think, but then we had an hour long, or was it an hour and a half?
Yeah,
I think.
we got money back from that, but yeah, I forgot why they said that. Maybe I think they said
I think he said there was
the
nothing to
weather.
see because there was like at the time where we were meant to see whales or
I-
dolphins, right?
Yeah, it was whales and dolphins and that. It's like I didn't think whales, ironically, I didn't think whales, the ocean would have that much like animals, especially to do with whales and dolphins and that. But apparently, some of those boat tours would take you out like not far, but out to see them. But they were like, yeah, we heard little about them, and the weather was changing and stuff like that, so we don't want to be too far away. And I don't know. Like, I get why. Like,
I
if we won't see anything, it would be a waste of an extra hour, if that makes sense.
I don't know if you guys was the same, but right at the start when we stopped, and then the guy was talking about, oh, you can see over there. And I'm like, what the fuck are you looking? I can't see anything. It's just waves.
Oh, it was awful or whatever it was, wasn't it?
I don't
It
know.
was
I
like,
think there
you,
was like a seal or some shit. I don't know. I couldn't see anything. I was
yeah,
just looking around. I was like, yeah, this is some great waves, mate. There's some real shit.
that was the worst bit. I couldn't tell, like same thing with the seals, because it was quite far away, and you can't see, the baby seals are like white. So it was like a bunch of rocks, and a lot of them are quite light. And he's like, you can see the baby seal over there. I was like, I can't see anything. The only time I started seeing something is when the mummy seal came out, and then you can see a white ball move along. I'm like, what the fuck?
But I know it was pretty good fun.
I
I
liked it.
enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that because
I thoroughly
it was
enjoyed
been
it.
another
The best
ongoing
part of it.
joke of getting the boys on the boat.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I was disappointed. The only thing they said that was factually wrong is that when they said the beach for the single male seals, he called it the bachelor beach. Clearly, any beach that Deacon's not on is not the bachelor beach, in my opinion.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is true. We don't want to get sidetracked with Wales, man. It was a good time, but we need to talk about you. What you been doing?
I mean, to be fair, it's gone over 10 minutes, but we'll keep going. No, to be fair, I think Wales was a bit of a highlight of my year. I did also I went Hull as a holiday, but that was more just like see friends and that. That was quite good. And also I
That's
went
a
to
whole lot of bullshit. That is. Oh well, okay, well.
because I used to live in Hull, so it's like it's nothing exciting in Hull. It's not like Wales where I tried something new every day. Like Hull, you just go there and you drink with mates. What I do. But like I went to I also went on another holiday with the family where we went down south. But like this was only meant to be like a really short visit for holiday. I kid you not, I want to do it with us at some point. It had a heated pool, a hot tub, it had a
Sorry,
games
you had me a heated pool.
yeah, mate, it had a pool table, it had a foosball table,
Good.
it had an air hockey table, it had a
Foosball.
one.
All right, when we booking this, man?
Mate, honestly, I actually, out of curiosity, I had a look at it to see if we could go, but holy shit, it's expensive.
Holy shit!
How expensive are we talking?
'Cause, I mean, wait,
Holy
'cause
shit,
it's like
expensive.
it's designed for like 20 to 25 people, I think. So like, it's obviously like the 8 of us couldn't use that. It was a bit too big, but like it was perfect in the sense that it had all the right facilities. You wouldn't need to leave. You just need to make sure you got enough food, and that'll be it. You just spend like 24 hours gaming. We can make a drinking game. You know, like how you can have like competitions and you drink or stuff like that. You didn't need to do anything. You could have a competition day. You could have like a couple of game sessions, like pool, couple of game sessions. at the fuse ball or at the fucking air hockey, stuff like that. There were arcade machines there. Deer Hunter, you know the deer hunting game
Dude,
that we played?
don't even talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
haven't.
that's
I've
had a
still got the
better
picture of us
version,
playing that game and me putting the gun to my head. It was that shit.
though. That was at Skip Vegas.
I
wasn't
think it was a bit of a height difference that
It
game.
was
I
at
think that's.
Skeg Vegas.
You are?
You said it was at Skeg Vegas.
Yeah, Skeg Vegas.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, it was at
Oh,
Skip
yeah.
Vegas. Because Skeg Vegas, the best part about it was that there was, because obviously Skegness is just a holiday home for poor people. It's just full of arcades.
Fair enough. Mate,
I'm
it's like
sorry,
it's gambling for children, that
is like a
place.
arcades is like a casino for
Mate,
poor
I'm
people. Let's
addicted
be
to the
honest.
2p machines, man.
Yeah. The fucking 5p machines down.
Well, I
But,
know you
that's
said about over
good.
time, so how are you going to wrap this up? Arno been going
Ah,
gym?
well-
You been going gym with me and Deeks and Drew?
Right. We've been going to gym. I've been trying to do more now that I'm more comfortable with my job. Actually no, I'm going on course to get my forklift license. So I'm gonna get more money, but
Oh,
now,
yeah. Get
so
that.
now I'm more comfortable with my job. I can hopefully have a bit more time not looking for other stuff, and therefore be like, fucking hell, don't laugh at me, innit?
Yeah.
I'll be looking at so we can do more stuff like this, AK podcasts and like gaming and stuff like that. Because I miss this. It's quite fun.
I miss it too.
So we can wrap it up there and
I'm
bring it
glad
back.
we're
to
having a
next-
duo conversation
yeah.
while these boys is doing nothing.
Exactly.
As
I
per
mean, to be fair,
usual.
You're
let's,
leaving.
let's open it up then. Because we all went to Wales. Go on then. Deeds, what was your favourite part about Wales?
Us getting lost in the ocean.
You don't have to explain the story on that one. I wasn't there.
Oh, we didn't get lost. I just meant everyone got pretty
Too loud.
exaggerated. There. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
What, is that when we went for the fucking coops and shit?
Yeah.
With Murphy? Oh yeah, that was fucking. Those waves were fucking hitting hard there that day. And we got swept away by the ocean. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I was trying to sweep Vera and Effie away in a little boat. Great.
Jesus
They were,
Christ.
they were having too much fun.
So
Well, that was a good
the
very good
fucking
feature.
flies annoyed me.
Good thing.
Go on, Drew. What was your favourite hot time then?
To be
Jesus
honest,
Christ. Sinister.
a lot of the beach days that we had there were quite good, but I'd probably say that boat ride really set itself and just the beauty of it. To be honest, it was pretty good. I liked it,
It was probably-
and I'd do it again if I could. Maybe next holiday.
I think we should do more tours on the next holiday. I think it's quite a good way of learning stuff in a fun, engaging way, and we don't need to worry about travelling ourselves. Hey,
With men, we figure it out on the way.
we
Make
get
it
fucking
easy.
lost, or we end up at someone's house.
When we
I
went to
said
the
them,
castle, did we take a tour? No.
No,
we
fuck
didn't.
no. I'm glad we did it as well. There's like 30 people, and the castle was
Yeah.
not but like
Daily
the
would have liked
hallways
that.
that big.
But
Okay, then.
those videos we watched, they were funny. And there's like, it's like, why did he defend the king? Because simp. I
honestly
I was
think
fucking pissed
that-
myself.
The castle was like the last day. It was the final day when we went to go and do the castle. I feel like if we had more time on holiday, that simp video would have become a meme.
Oh,
We
it's
had a
so
few
funny.
memes on that holiday, but that was funny. It was just like Woody in the form who's going off to fight for this guy. Why? Because simp. And we're just like,
We're
what?
just pissing ourselves. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Could have cooked any of it.
Yeah, the man literally got exposed throughout time. Right, should we move on to debate?
Yeah, go on then.
Debate class.
Wow.
Uh-huh. So,
Yeah, I
as I
surrender my rights.
So I have got a few questions for you. I've sent it to you guys. So have any of you actually gave it a bit of thought?
Was
When
it
did you
AI
send it?
one? Should we turn that camera back on right now?
I'm looking at the. When did you send it? Where did you send it?
Oh my fucking! When did I send it?
Where
That's
did
a
you
good
send
question.
I sent it to you, both of you.
it? When?
What?
Yeah,
It's,
it's the AI one and self-driving cars.
I'm looking at our message right now. It says it right at the top. It's like literally your last message is also the message right before that.
You should.
So, got topics about AI, self-driving cars, the Mexican alien corpse, and of course, video games, course, and violence.
Yeah, that's what I said, man.
You
Yeah,
didn't send me
no,
anything. You just said that.
Yeah, but I thought it was going in order, man.
Ooh.
You
What
didn't
the
send
heck?
Dude, you literally went awesome. You've seen it and
Dude,
replied to
this
it.
is scuffed, man.
Yeah, but I thought you said you were sending me your reports or whatever. What you searched up.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's what I was researching. But that's part of the debates.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were actually like getting reports and searching them up and sending me links. My
Deeks, I
apologies.
actually did. I do apologise. I didn't actually send it to you, Deeks.
I'm
just saying
starting to
this
look
all
at it as like, what would it been?
I got so flabbergasted at the fact that Drew Paddy hasn't seen it, but yeah, okay, let's go in order then. So the biggest and
Go on.
most obvious one that I know will
Send it to
clear a
you,
bit of
Deacon.
conversation is AI. So while I do my little research, as I've always, what I'm trying to do is just a bit for the audience as well as for the people that are in the call.
Just need to
I want to try and do a
Really?
bit more of a debate thing, just to get us to chat a bit more. Because sometimes when we talk about film or TV or video games,
Change
if
this
we haven't all
to that.
seen it or played it, it's hard for all of us to engage with it, and then it
Very
can
true.
just often boil down to I like it or I didn't like it. Whereas some of the more complicated like debate stuff, we can chat
Please.
even if we don't jack all about it. But I have done actual research on it just to make sure, so we had some information about it.
So each
We'll
is
start
from
with
future,
AI
really.
because we really don't need to have too much research at all to understand opinion. Oh, sorry, not to understand, to formulate an opinion on what do we think about artificial intelligence. Now, I think I know the answer from all of you, but let's just, let's go. Let's start with Alex. I definitely know your opinion, so let's start with you. What's your opinion on that? Let's fucking fly, man.
What? AI?
Yeah.
I think it's a bad thing.
How come?
How come? Because it's fucking robots, man. You ever watch Terminator?
Nah, iRobot. That's a good.
Hey, man, I've got Will Smith in. It's acceptable.
Then think of what
Probably. I think it
What about the
does.
self-driving?
Nah, I just think it's generally a bad thing, though. Mainly
Well, no.
because I think although there's current safeguarding stuff for it, I think it just takes one guy to take that code and make it something malicious and advertise it, and then steal people's data. There's already AI that's of strikes in Hollywood for the writers striking because AI is writing up scripts, and it's the
Yeah,
same with media
yeah.
companies getting sued because of deep fake phone calls and stuff. Because people like say, "Oh yeah, look at what insert celebrity said about this," and then it's a deep fake that sounds literally bang on, and then it just ruins their reputation, and it's just crazy. Like with jobs, there's AI that does certain jobs as of now, and I don't think it will be long until AI will be doing most jobs, if not all. Well, okay, not all, but it'll get to the point where AI will just eventually just like make us redundant in workplaces. And I don't know. I think it has its benefits though, like self-driving cars and like people using it for their homework. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Saving some time. But I think overall, I think it's bad.
No,
in my opinion.
Interesting. But then, by that logic, the fact that you say you think there's some good parts about it.
Yeah, I mean, everything
in a
has its
way, do you think there's a way of controlling it then, or do you think there's no
I
way?
think so. I know there's a few companies that have been developing AI. Most notably, the guy that done Google. Although he retired in general, but he said he was fearful for what AI will become. But I think if we keep
Yeah,
the current safeguards and not just like 'cause any Donny can make an AI, make it like make art, make anything, and if people can keep doing it, it's kind of like guns, really. Like guns are fine for like hunting and stuff or like collection, but until someone uses it for the wrong and like shoots up a school or something, then it's like, oh, okay, it's a problem now. But it's not the gun; it's the user, and I think it's the same with AI. So it just takes one idiot to go like, mainly like the military. It's not gonna be long until they go like, oh yeah, we're gonna make a military AI drone, man, and it won't be long until it's gonna be the first Terminator, or accidentally kill a bunch of civilians because it mistargets them or something. Same like Tesla. Tesla's autopilot's not amazing. Still fucks up, and you still have to intervene. And I don't know, but I think if it stays how it is, and I think it'll be fine. But in the direction it's going, I think it's bad.
well, to be fair, I mean, I agree with you. There's a lot of things to uncover there, but I'm just having a look at news while I'm listening at the same time. And you mentioned about deepfake and that, and already there's apparently Mr. Beast as well as several other stars have been complaining about deepfake scam videos. Tom Hanks is apparently actually he apparently warned the dental plan ad image. He said that it's all AI fake. It's not actually him. So like,
Another
there's a
thing about
whole
that
advertisement.
is
Yeah,
voice actors are getting out of business a little bit because of deepfakes being able to like. Why would you hire The Rock to do Maui when you get a deepfake of him cheaper? And
exactly.
so it's just kind of like
Well,
I don't know,
that's the problem. That's why the writers and that are
the striking or were
striking because
striking.
yeah, well, yeah, this is a bit old news now, really. But it's like the point was that as we're recording, it's the 6th of October. God knows when this video is coming out, but
Right.
yeah, hopefully. So, but that's the problem, isn't it? It's like people are now have their jobs risk, and like if they can get it cheaper, they're not gonna pay you more. But
Yeah,
obviously, we're in a
exactly.
recession, and this is not just when I say we, I don't mean UK where we live. I mean like the world is in a problem of still trying to recover from the pandemic.
I don't think it'll be long until they start implementing laws around AI. I know there's a few
Europe
laws
is
about
already
it,
Europe
but
has already started that. The EU, I mean.
it's it's just destroying like livings. Well, not destroying. I think that's a bit extreme, but slowly crumbling away at it. And I don't know. It'll take like North Korea. I think North Korea will be the first one to implement some sort of military AI, and I think it'll just be downhill from there.
I mean, the scary thing about militaries is they do tend to get this sort of technology before everyone else anyway, because most countries they tend to have higher funding towards the military than anything. I say most countries, that's not true. Most powerful countries. So when we talk about like France, Germany, Israel, America, Germany, I said Germany,
They are
uh, North Korea, and that they tend to have high funding, don't they? What do you got? What do the other two think
Yeah.
about this?
Anyone for four?
Okay.
Anyone with AI?
no, I'm not with no.
Why are you not with AI, Drew?
I'm,
Wait, Deacon, what
It's,
about you? Are you for or against?
Probably against. I I know it's probably better if one of us for, but I,
Well, go on. You guys list your reasons, man.
go on.
well, it's
What,
probably literally the same reason as Alex. Military use it for bad, and I don't. I never trust the military, regardless of them
Poor
with
Mira.
anything. It is even if it is AI or military weapons. What are you laughing at?
that's just, I actually didn't know that. I thought you did. I don't know why. It just made me laugh.
It's
Continue.
not.
Continue.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm saying of like taking people's jobs and that, and just it's just gonna ruin society today, isn't it? To be honest, in my opinion, I don't think it's ever been a good thing. It's the same. I don't know. I guess the all line on self-driving cars as well is a bit always a bit like itsy on me. I don't really trust that with AI. I mean, yeah, super, super intelligent shit, and I don't know. Just feels like it's going to crumble society, take people's lives away, people become jobless because of AI.
Mm.
Okay, man, I'm gonna throw a stick in the cog.
Yeah.
Would you change your mind on AI being a good thing if it promotes an eco-friendly world with more electronic cars and renewable energy? Since AI is electronic,
Well, I don't feel like Ada would accept that.
but if you think about it though, to have AI, you need computers,
I'm not,
and computers burn
to
a
be,
lot of coal and all that.
I'm actually keeping quiet on this because I'm actually pro AI. To be fair, kind of.
But you pro AI.
Yeah, like no.
Go on then, tell us your reason.
Like fully
Okay,
pro without any doubts, or
no.
like
Yeah, without any doubt, no worries.
No, I obviously with everything there's going to be pros and cons. So I'm not saying like there's no bad that can come out of this, and nor am I saying I'm 100% with it. But I think the idea, I don't think is ever going to be as fully integrated with the entire world, in the sense that we always going to need people.
oh yeah, 100%.
Like who watches the Watchmen? That sort of logic. You always there's always going to need to be someone involved. Yes, okay, then there's the logic of less people working, which is a massive con. But then I'm to be honest, I have very strong opinions about all this stuff anyway. And like, for example, I don't get the idea that you have to work in order to get like food, for example. Like, sorry, like I don't know if that's too hardcore of a thought, but I don't get that.
You're right. There'd be lower labor costs and cheaper food,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. So I
See.
think like I think in some ways that could be a good thing, but that only works if people are willing to change the way we do stuff. Like I don't think that's not me saying we should abolish money, and I don't think we ever would, even if that was the only solution. But that's why I'm kind of all for it in the sense that I think there are ways to work around it. We humans are adaptable. We've been worried about machines since like as early as the printing press. Like as soon as there was machines, there's the idea of what what's it going to do to our jobs? Like let's be honest, the Industrial Revolution took away a lot of people's jobs because the things like machines in the factories and mass producing. No, you didn't need as many people in the factories then. Stuff like that. Equally, I don't think we can ever stop AI either. That's
No,
not again. That's not me
I
saying
don't
it's
think
a
so.
good. But I think the idea, I think the cat's out of the bag, kind of. Like, I don't think we can ever really stop AI. Well, I also don't think AI will ever do anything. In the sense that I know AI could destroy the world, but I know humans can also destroy the world. Like this whole like when I hear people turn around and go, "Oh, what about deep fake?" Yes, there's going to be more deep fake, but like if you pay attention to Russian news at the moment, I'm telling you now, there's not a single human being in Russia that probably fully knows the whole story of what's going on in Russia. Because a lot of the times, the Russian media, they even admitted themselves that they tend to be very misinformation. Because the idea is not to tell you fake news, but to tell you so many different types of news that you can't know what's real and what's fake. But it's not like it's different here. Like when we go on Google and that, how many people will turn around and say random shit? Like there are people that generally believe the world is flat.
The thing
That's
is
something
though,
that human beings. That's the thing
That
that humans have known since ancient Greece. That's over 3,000 years. Like you can't tell me that this is like the world isn't already suffering from fake news. So
yeah.
while I think that AI could make it worse, I also don't think it's something that humans are already like. I don't think we're fragile to fake news because we've already been suffering from it, unfortunately.
I think in terms of like fake news and sheeple, people are not part of the AK apart from us four, so they've got a low IQ. And
Yeah.
I think it takes one Donny, like 5G towers. It takes one idiot to go, "Oh, I rots your brain." Bunch of people
Yeah.
rally up and then just start destroying it because they're just.
I mean, like, think of all the great minds who all stopped and worked together to come up with a vaccine. And now people are sitting there going, I won't take the vaccine. You're sheep if you take the vaccine. It's going to inject, like, a fucking chip
Yeah,
in your
fucking
brain
Microsoft
or something
chip,
like that.
man.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I've seen that
As
on
if,
my
like,
Facebook.
as if you're
It was
already
like, oh,
not
you're
one
doing
for
that
one.
for the government.
So
Yeah.
I hate to cut you off, but Deacon, you want to give a go at debunking some of Aiden's pro thoughts?
I'm all for arguing with you, so don't be afraid to say I'm stupid.
I think you are, but I want Deacon to
I'll
have a swing.
You can't sound stupid, Alex.
I can or I will,
think he
but I want
did.
Deacon to debunk some stuff.
he's same again. Sorry, brain. Bruh.
I'm not going to say the whole fucking thing
No,
again.
just the points.
Like I think like perhaps why like okay, let's go with the deep fake thing. Why I think AI will contribute to it. I think we're already suffering from I need to deep throat, deep fake. You know, so we are definitely suffering from deep throat. I think we are. I think we're already struggling with fake news as it is. So, like, why be so scared of AI when humans have already been doing it for the last, let's say, a decade? Because that's when internet really has been kicking up, hasn't it?
Do you see that as a considerable pro though?
Are you talking to everyone? Can I debunk some
Yeah.
stuff? Why not? I'll debunk some
Yeah.
stuff.
Go on.
So you said about humans always being in check, like checking up on their computer programming and stuff.
No.
And ever since the dawn of like the computer or the microprocessor, everyone here can agree that computers have gone a long way from where they were to now. And
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
the better something develops and accelerates, the quicker research will happen. For example, like in recent years, there's been like I don't know, like the i7, and then like a year later the i9, and in later times, in future there's going to be even more and stronger things. The problem is that scientists worry about and developers and stuff is the theory, whether it's true or not, or even possible, of self-awareness in computers. And how could you program a computer to not be self-aware, to like become like question like its actual like function? Like, have you ever typed in a dodgy command on a computer and it kind of goes like, "Hey, yo, I can't do that," but then how? But an AI with intelligence could that theoretically go, "Hold the phone. What is it even asking me to do?" And then it kind of like spirals out of there. A good comparison would be, have you guys ever played Detroit Become Human?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, in a lot.
Okay, well, the idea of that game, Aiden, it's a really good game. I strongly recommend it. It's in a dystopian future where there's advanced AI and the androids.
Very
Yeah,
advanced
I
AI.
heard, like the what you want to call it, the prologue to it. So I'm familiar with the concept. I just
And then like
never.
this AI or the androids, and they do a function, and
Develop
it
their
gets to
own
the it gets to the point where they become deviants, which is when they start simulating human emotions, and although they don't feel it, they simulate it to a T,
Yeah.
to the point they think they're real.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk has already made a robot wife. So
my
I
God.
mean,
What?
Okay.
I didn't even know about that.
yeah, I'm
I
pretty sure.
Googled it.
Pretty sure he's made a robot wife. Why hasn't that man done?
Not surprised with something Elon Musk though, in all fairness.
Right.
Oh my god, future robot.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do any screen share on my fucking phone because I'm screen share this for everyone. But he's right.
Yeah,
He's kissing it in the fucking one picture.
yeah, he's made a robot wife, and it could talk to him.
Oh.
It could do functions for him, and
Oh.
it's programmed to be affectionate. So at what point in the future does, if it keeps happening, making robot AI, like if Boston Dynamics has made a robot dog that literally is a dog, has the personality of a dog. You can program it and stuff, but it's still a dog. But I don't know, when do you cross the line? I think already making a robot wife and making out with it's kind of crossing the line a little bit, but who am I to
It's
judge?
crossing the line, to be honest.
But like, did you get what I'm saying there? Like, one point when we do make AI for jobs, and it starts simulating emotions, if it even is possible, and they do become real or self-aware. At what point? Like, I don't think any human keeping that in check could, unless they have like a self like detonate button, like from like a command center or something,
like a den. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird.
like a kill switch.
Talk about.
Oh shit.
You can always kill it off, I guess. Again, if they have that.
There's another thing that Aiden said about deep fakes. Deep fakes are already a problem anyway. That's just down to the consumer, really. Because even before AI does deep fakes, like you said, the AI is just making them worse. Especially like Cameo and stuff. Like the amount of fucking Barack Obama Minecraft with Joe Biden, Trump, which just sounds bang on. And Trump's already under like a lot of fire half the time, so it only takes one deep fake to just change your vote.
Yeah.
Even if they don't believe it, or they think it's real and it's not even true, you can still change your vote, and that in itself is powerful.
That's part of it as well, though. Like, in two ways. One, like, I don't want to get too political, but like, there's a huge, massive amount of fan base, especially. I don't. Obviously, it goes on both counts, but especially towards Trump more so than the others, is that they believe the idea that everything's a lie. Therefore, the only person telling the truth is Trump. That's literally what the insurrection at the Capitol building was all about, was that they wanted to take over the country by force because they believed everything was fake. And that's how far we've gotten with deep fakes and fake news and stuff like that, to the point where we don't even know what's real and what's not, even when there's evidence pointing to one way or the other. Because it's hard to, I don't know, if you can't believe evidence, then it's hard to say what's real, is it?
Okay, and I have another big one, a big one. So we can all agree that AI is smarter. Like, you can calculate things. AI has found a cure for a disease in some remote place, whatever.
Depends what you mean in that logic, in that front.
So, social media. If you ever said something and then it appears in the ad or whatever, if they can get an AI, which has probably already been done, to take all of that data from people and make algorithms and disperse that to sellers and stuff, or even like information come from another country and then using that for a tactical advantage in like warfare or on a stock exchange or something, would that be too powerful to have? Like an AI that can calculate any, like, what the next trend will be, an AI that could find out all the information about you and then pitch you the best ad you'll ever see to guarantee you'll buy it. Or if you send a picture to your nan in abroad or whatever, and then their government uses your information to change stock exchanges or shipping prices. It was the cat. But you get what I'm saying, though?
No, I agree.
All ran by a computer, and then people will be keeping this in check. But what happens if they want this as well?
Well, the problem is, just not slowly, but we've already got things like facial recognition system. We've got things like, it's weird how people are going back to the whole vaccines give GPS in your brain sort of fucking argument.
I mean, I've had my vaccines, and I know when my way home.
Your phone already has GPS. It's got voice and camera. It's got access to so much data and that, and so much information about you, because a lot of people don't tend to care that much about their own cyber protection. We do all things like shopping and bank transfer and all that sort of stuff. We do that now for more virtually than ever. Like, it's scary that all it takes is a hacker to come in and take that, but it's even scarier to think that a lot of the times the government or private business tends to already do these sort of stuff anyway. And I'm not saying this is like a conspiracy nutter. It's like, for example,
Yeah.
Facebook. The
Yeah,
reason
but
why
family member says like,
Steve, you need to get a private room, my man. Uh, but that's the problem with, like, say, like Facebook, for example. The reason why they're allowed to gain access from all your information is because it's in the terms of contract. We just don't read it. When
Well,
you
yeah,
when you
it's
click
true.
ISF, there's
That's
all
the
that
thing.
sort of.
They make it
I mean, that was
intentionally long so you just don't read it.
yeah, exactly.
will.
You don't read, and I mean, I'm not trying to sound like I'm smart because I don't read it either. I just know for a fact that they're probably getting away with murder with some of this stuff. It's like TikTok. The reason why a lot of the countries now you're not allowed to use TikTok if you work for like the government and that, it's because the Chinese
Yeah,
government,
it's a
as a
Chinese
law,
spy on your phone.
yeah, as a law, they have to take in all the information from their companies, and obviously TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, and obviously there's this problem of tyranny. My girlfriend knows more about this sort of stuff because she's big on cyber security, but they're like, apparently they hit, like, if you download TikTok and put it on your phone and that, it like basically they're not allowed to do this, but it does like a backdoor into your phone, so they can gain more information not just from your TikTok but from your phone itself. It's why, like, for example, in this country, if you work for like the government, you're
Yeah,
not
you
allowed to have
can't. You
TikTok
can't
on
have
your
TikTok.
phone. Yeah, because it can gain all the information from like the emails and that.
And that's what I was
That's why
saying though about like AI. What happens if
yeah,
like you download Chat GPT or whatever with some malicious stuff in it, or it doesn't have to be Chat GPT, it's some fucking AI with a backdoor. This AI is
yeah,
calculating everything about you, sending it off to their like designers, and then they just fucking slam an ad on your front page. And like, are people enslaved if they don't know they're a slave, kind of thing? Like, because everyone's so glued to their phone and they believe anything on their phone half the time, or everyone can't live without their phone, especially Drew.
mm.
Then like, you become a sheeple really. Like, you're a sheep to your device.
You could argue that's the best kind of slave, really.
Yeah,
Because
but
if they don't know they're slaves, it's a bit like the Matrix,
it's
isn't it?
just
If they
still a
don't know
bit
they're slaves,
unethical
they
though.
won't go. What?
It's a bit unethical though.
Oh, definitely. But what my point was that I agree with you, Bola. I'm not saying that AI can't do this. I'm just saying that already you got the Chinese government who are capable and most likely are doing this.
Oh, 100%. No doubt
And,
they're doing it in
and let's
South
be
Korea.
honest,
North Korea, man. Because that place is
yeah,
secretive as fuck. They probably could have a drone that does all this shit.
yeah. And I don't. And let's be honest. Let's not pretend like America is morally great because they're guilty of a lot of this stuff as well. The American government had access to the internet before the American people did. Because the internet was going on since like the 80s, but it only
That's
became
true.
like public in the 90s.
Yeah,
And that was like mid 90s.
it was done in it was the internet was first found at school. You transfer documents to each other, and
Yeah.
then they made it a much bigger thing. Also, I keep looking at pictures of Elon's fucking robo wife. It's really weird.
Yeah, they're different ones, but it keeps saying like some of the stuff I have looked at. It says fake though, so I don't know how much of this is true. And knowing Elon
Yeah,
Musk, he probably
it's like half and half,
yeah.
but I don't fully believe it. But I believe he probably tried.
Because it says this account was created by AI generated image, so yeah.
I don't know because I know it was like a rumor, but then I think he jokingly said on a Joe Rogan's podcast. I think they actually was. I don't know. It's a bit unclear.
Yeah. But like he strikes me as the type of guy that he would keep it ambiguous anyway, because he likes that sort of mystery to kind of draw in the people. Well, I think there could be. I mean, there's a difference between. So when you were talking about like completely self-aware AI, it's different to like say
if it's possible.
like when you like for example, yeah, if possible, or if eventually possible. But that's the difference between that versus like AI that we're using now. Stand by. versus AI now, where like let's say like for example we're trying to use AI to with like spaceships to get to Mars because AI is much better at calculating that sort of stuff than humans ever will be. But you could argue then, like, is it possible to get one without the other? Like that's an example of AI being great. Like I've got a few examples here of AI. It has human in saber aviation, so that's just flying. I mean, we got things like autopilots, which technically, I mean, that's not AI, but like using
Soon
computer.
could be. But my view on it is, as of now, I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah,
But I'm also fearful for the future of it. Not fearful like I'm terrified like the Terminator or something, but
yeah,
I believe it just takes one fucking idiot to make something bad. Like, I don't know, the atom bomb for Hiroshima.
yeah,
Well, they made it and they used it, but they didn't have to use it, but they did. And
yeah.
it's the same with, like, say if there was to be a global warfare, would they just, because they've already got like missiles that lock onto a location, what's stopping them with making a completely AI automated submarine with torpedoes and nuclear bombs on it? It's possible.
That's a scary thought.
It's
Yeah.
possible. That's the thing. Because if you can make an AI car that drives itself, what's stopping you making a submarine that can do that, or a fighter jet that can do that,
Yeah.
Probably.
or a little
Do you-
robot drone that could do that with a little minigun and shoot up a bunch of civilians, or even just have a bomb on them? It's possible.
It is possible. But, don't put it, no. Sorry. Hicks and Drew, you guys got anything to add to this?
No, not really. I think you covered most of it, to be honest.
You
It
don't,
is
you
a
don't
pretty
want to.
scary thought about AI militarized weapons, and I guess that's why
Okay.
I've also been like very negative on the idea. I don't know. It's a powerful thing that can be taken, as I said, into the wrong hands. Any retard can take it and just use it for evil. I don't know. I've never been really keen on it. Yeah, okay, yeah, it does have its pros and cons, I guess, suppose, but it's the same if AI doesn't become, self-aware and all that shit, and it spirals out of control, and
Yeah.
if we can kill switch it, like Alex said, and fair enough, if we can control it, keep it in check, just like, you know, most things, it'd be fine to, have AI, but because of it, if it does have self-aware and it does go spiraling out,
I think I remember that.
how we keep it in check? Can we control it? It's a terrifying thought, terrifying process. I don't know. I've always been negative on the idea. I wouldn't want to be fucking AI military weapons going around.
Have you
So
watched the
again?
movie Upgrade?
Upgrade.
Yeah,
Is that the one where he dies?
that's like any movie
I don't know
ever.
who he. I don't know who he is. Who he dies, but okay.
It's the guy
Most people do die.
in the future where like they upgrade themselves, but this guy's kind of like old school and keeps it old school.
Oh,
No, I don't think I have. No.
I've
No.
seen Upgrade, but I think we're talking about two different things.
I ain't talking about the fucking monster from the Omnitrix. I'm talking about a movie.
yeah,
Okay.
I've seen it.
Okay, Deacon knows what I'm talking about. Where, although AI might not go in the direction that people speculate, there will be an age, I think, where
Yeah.
people will upgrade themselves
Please, Mom.
into like
Yeah.
Yeah.
cyborgs or
something
some
like that.
shit.
I think the premise of the film is the guy's spine's broke, so they use an AI to fix it, and it backfires.
Yeah.
Because obviously the AI took control.
So like
In
the
the end.
AI, like his brain can like controlled the AI, which moved his body again for him, and then the AI was manipulating him to upgrade himself to the point he wasn't really him anymore, and went
Wow.
on this
AI
revenge streak.
What AI would need.
And then
Yeah.
and then when he was like, oh, I ain't doing this anymore, the AI stopped and he couldn't move again. So, and like these guys have like shotgun arms and fucking computer fucking brains and eyes
Check
and
this.
stuff. Where although
Jesus.
I think it's a bit impossible, but I don't think it's entirely impossible for that kind of future. But the problem with humans is that we're lazy. And if there's an easy way to do something, we'll do it.
I agree.
Exactly.
And when
Yeah,
they
very late.
start rolling out consumer use AI stuff, kind of like Alexas or like Home Assistants, they're really shit, but they're in
there's,
early stages.
I think there was
Yeah.
a series called Humans, and they guy who made robots created AI. Didn't he? That's great until the point where kid gets like in danger, and he has to like defend against another human. So obviously it'll take defense, but then it'll also break the no harm rule. So that's when
Oh,
it starts to go
is that a
wrong.
British program?
You what?
Say again.
Is that a British program?
Yeah,
I've seen that. That's a great program. Great little
yeah.
series.
It's all good
Yeah.
apart from one of them had to kill her.
That's
So,
my favourite bit. When
I think overall, because I think we covered a lot of this. But I
Yeah.
think overall,
yeah, well,
I think no matter which direction AI will go, there will always be the fear mongering media or some shit.
yeah.
And I think, depending on which way it goes, in probably a couple of years there'll be laws about it and what can be developed and yada yada. But I think as of now, AI is fine. But
Well,
I'm kind of like, I guess I'm in the middle. I'm not anti AI because it has its uses, but I think overall I'm leaning to the negative side.
so
Hopefully, I get aside for it.
So in the EU, this is back in June, so it is a couple of months ago, a few months ago, but the EU has been making regulations on artificial intelligence. This is often reserved for obviously keeping it safe, transparent, and things like non-discriminatory. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but when they created the EU like facial recognition shit, basically the idea was to stop terrorism or minimize terrorism in like airports and train stations and that. Where the CCT will recognize your face. But the problem was, and this is why I think AIs will always be a fault of the human, was that they did the test, but it was a bunch of white people doing the test on predominantly white people. So the AI could recognize quite easily a white person because it's seen enough of faces to work out differences. But because of people like black and brown people, and that's what I said, they didn't do as many of those people. So it then started to basically view all people of the same color as one, and then it's got more and more confused. Now, I'm not saying this is like some sort of cop-out or anything like that. It was just human error. They didn't realize that they didn't think about that, and didn't realize therefore the AI wouldn't think about that. Which I think that is fundamentally what everyone's biggest fear is.
Well, yeah,
That
that's what it all boils down to human
AI
error.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's what everyone's biggest fears, I think, fundamentally. It isn't so much the AI itself, it's the fact that AI would never ever have that logic of thinking, wait a second, it'll just do what it's designed to do, and it will get confused if it's not thought that way. And who programs it? Humans. And we're very, like what you said, we're lazy, but equally, we're quite dumb sometimes.
But it goes back to what I was saying about computer commands, where computers, if they don't understand a command, they go, "Huh?" and then
Exactly.
they start backtracking and they kind of get confused. Then they try recalculate the best outcome, which is
Yeah.
something completely bizarre, and you're like, "Kind of what the fuck?"
So, but I agree with you. I think that's a good conclusion. Um. Anyway,
I really enjoyed our
do we
debate,
move on?
Aiden.
I've been enjoying our debate, Alex. I think we're actually should continue this debate another time. We should do a Alex and Aiden like extended podcast.
Don't tempt me.
Right. So that was 40 minutes. Do you want to do another debate, or do you want to?
Bro.
I know
Or
the
you-
next one's the alien.
We could talk
Yeah.
about Alien.
Yeah.
the Mexican alien, but I actually don't know anything about that because I actually kind of thought
Yeah.
it was fake.
Who knew about that? This is more generally going to discuss about aliens as a whole, but do you all know about that? The Mexican alien.
I know vaguely of it. I know there's an alien reportedly uncovered in Mexico, I meant.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Yeah, just to
it was
clarify, when I
frozen or something like that. then people were saying it was actually a cake or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Or fake. I don't know.
I think fuck it. Yeah, that sounds sus.
I
Have you
really,
guys seen it?
I haven't seen it though.
I'll get some pictures of it.
I've seen a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll get a picture of it.
I've
So
seen it.
basically, how do you open the original? Open the original.
Because like it literally looks like a fucking weird alien mummy thing.
Yeah, it does look weird, to be fair. Now, basically, oh, Deeks, thank you. So, Drew, have a look at that sexy creature.
Because wasn't there a thing that Area 51 confirmed they had an alien in a fucking court case?
Oh, I don't know about that. I could Google that in a second. So, basically, I'll just read us some of the bit of the news for it. So, last week, this was back in September, remember? So last week, Mexico held its first ever congressional hearing on the subject of UFOs, where UFO enthusiast and journalist Doreen Mulser, I'm going to pronounce names wrong. Yeah. Produced two artifacts he claimed amount to the evidence of non-human life. Now, we'll go back to it in a minute. His appearance quickly went viral, fueling conspiracy theories and also drawing ridicule. Days later, journalists were invited to film tests carried out by Jose de Jesus Salas Benedis, a forensic doctor with the Navy. So basically, it became a big thing and the entire government got involved in, obviously, in Mexico, and they sent in their top brass and all that shit. But it did stir up quite a bit of a chat because a lot of people don't know. I remember there was like a few years ago where they found like a fucking tiny human with a hard skull, and this was like I think this was out in the Middle East even, and they thought that was an alien. And what ended up being the case was it was actually a child who was born, and they managed to find its bone marrow and prove that it was a human being otherwise. But the reason why it had such a big fucking head was because it was like some sort of radiation that caused that sort of defect. So it is possible that what we're looking at here could be some sort of weird defect that happened millennia ago in Mexico, and obviously that's why it looks that way. The reason why it's so small is that most likely it was just a stillborn kid that obviously they got rid of, they buried or whatever the fuck. But it does raise an interesting questions as there are literally millions of people out there that believe in aliens, even though there's little to no evidence that they're out there. So, what do you guys think on the whole subject of aliens? What do you guys believe in it?
I mean, I've always somewhat believed that there's. I don't think it's just us in this universe. I've always thought to myself that there's definitely extra life. There's different life out there. I can't. I just don't think it can be us. It's such a wide space out there because the universe is ever expanding and everlasting. I literally don't think there's it's just us humans. It just can't be. I say as well because back I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if these were true as well because back in my life I used to go on like little adventures as a kid, and I
You were
always used to
prized.
think I was right in the arsehole. Um, no, I used to think there's like it was just weird color lights. I remember being in the hill, where we used to go, and I think I was on top of a hill. One of my lads that I used to know,
You saw,
we were sitting there. Huh?
you saw an alien.
Well, no, I saw what I
That's not
believed I
good.
saw back in the day was this light high in the sky. It was there for a second and then it was gone. And I was like,
Gasp.
that can't be like, it can't be a plane, can't be a helicopter, it can't be anything like, it was quite close, not far away to be like a station,
Did it make any
or a star.
sounds?
Not that I heard, not that I can remember anyway from what I
Made
can.
a
It's just, there's just little things I've seen that I've always thought that's a bit sketchy, But really, I know it's not enough evidence because it's just a light at the end of the day. But part of me really does believe, even though I've had no solid evidence on it, this is an ever expanding universe. Goes on for fucking centuries away. It can't just be us. It isn't just us on this planet, on these planets, say, in the solar system, and any other solar systems, to be exact. I don't know. I mean, I've seen obviously random fucking posts and shit like, oh, there was an alien side here, or even like Area 51, for example, them holding aliens. As much as I'd also like to see Area 51, we don't have the evidence to supply it, well, as far as I'm concerned, anyway.
Well,
I always
technically, the only confirmed, like, the confirmed use of Area 51 is a flight testing facility, and the conspiracy theories have just gone out of wild from there.
I've never actually researched into Area 51.
I have a
I
few
like. I
times.
know.
I'm quite
I know the
curious about it.
conspiracy. I know the fucking stories that everyone talks about it, but like, obviously, I don't know anything about what it actually really is. 'Cause it's a real place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah,
Nevada,
it's a real place. Yeah.
the Groom
I've seen
Lake.
some natural videos
Yeah.
of it.
I
I'm pretty
researched
sure
it
Mr.
recently
Fist
because of the
outside
court
it.
case. Deacon, what about you? For or against? Do you believe in aliens?
Uh, probably the same as Drew. Like, can't deny it. Then can't believe we'll say I've seen something in it.
Have you had any alien sightings?
Yeah, do you see me as a kid, same as
No.
I, or not?
Or an adult?
I definitely
Or not?
haven't. I know some people that have. Like, swear
I
they've
guess it's the
seen.
same kind of.
They've swear they've seen like, so not like a plane, but sort of just something that bright light that just kept moving weird side to side. That makes sense.
And then they were kidnapped.
What about you, Aiden? You believe in aliens, man?
Well, I mean, I guess I spent more time looking on the ground than I did look it up because I have not seen any weird like or anything like that.
How dare you?
But to be honest, if I was a super like technological advanced species, I wouldn't be watching myself either. To be fair, I'd be bored out of my mind if I was watching my life. But no, I haven't actually seen anything about aliens. It's doesn't believe in aliens. I agree with Drew and Deeks that like, the universe is too big. You can't say never because there's something out there. I don't believe in a sense like Doctor Who, for example. If there was aliens, I can't imagine them looking like us. Like I know some people generally believe that actually aliens landed here and then they evolved to become us. But like we already got proof on it right now that there are animals that live on this planet that are just borderline alien. Like a jellyfish is a living creature, but it's got literally nothing in it. How the fuck is that human? How can you make sense of that? Like, so obviously there's enough life out there to prove that there are aliens, and I don't just mean like ET aliens, but actual alien things. So I believe that there could be other life out there, but we probably would never be able to communicate with them. They'd be vastly different to us, I reckon.
I am, for one, against aliens, and I've got scientific proof.
Finally,
Well,
we're
hit
getting
me.
anyone.
Proof.
Nah, I'm
Go
joking.
on,
Were
I'm
you
actually,
were you
I'm
the one
actually
shining the
for
light?
aliens. Nah, I'm for aliens,
Ah,
and I've got proof
tell us
they're
your reasons
real.
anyway. Tell us your reasons anyway. I'm interested.
Well, why they're real, and how I know they're
Okay,
real.
why you know they're real? Yeah.
Because I'm actually an alien myself.
Are you an alien?
I won't reveal the secrets. Area 51 told me not to, man. But nah, for real though. Like everyone else said, obviously, no one's been like to the far end of space. You don't know what's there. But my biggest for it is that ages ago, I don't know when, but they discovered water on Mars, and
Oh yeah, I heard
the
about that. Yeah.
definition of alien is something that doesn't originate from Earth. And technically, in water is bacteria and other things that could develop and grow, with also little insect like in like the water shit, little things that live in water. That technically, by definition, is an alien.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
you think
they-
about it, from our evolution, if people believe in evolution, that we grew from that into little fucking lizards and shit, and came out of the water and developed like life. Although we developed lungs, but we didn't have lungs in the water. So eventually,
That's true.
maybe not even on Mars, but somewhere else, this could be happening, and they just didn't develop lungs and had some weird, freaky shit. But theoretically, though, because Mars hasn't been fully explored, only on the surface, and there could be stuff underground. But if there is bacteria in the water, that is a form of life, not necessarily intelligent life, but a form of life, which classes as an alien.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
So
I mean, to be
that is
fair-
why I'm a big for it. Although I haven't seen an alien, I mean, I've seen weird lights in the sky, but I'm just pretty sure it's like planes and shit. I've seen like countless stories of like people getting abducted and shit, and kind of like the story of like Jesus and stuff. You either believe it or you don't, but then it had to originate from somewhere. And it's the same with like aliens. Aliens have been around for ages. Like zombies. The idea of zombies came around because when they used to bury the dead and open them again, their nails and hair would still grow. So they thought they were still alive, and that's why they used to nail the coffins down. Because
That is actually true.
they feared that the zombie or the corpse would rise again. And they also done it because back then they were really religious, and Jesus or God
Well-
would resurrect the dead, and then they thought it would be like zombies and shit.
I was actually going to argue against you there, and that was why. I think there's a slight difference between someone like Jesus or zombies and stuff like that compared to aliens, in the sense that,
it's more of like
In the-
the superstition
what-
of it.
yeah, yeah, I get what you mean, but like the thing is, like what you said, like a lot of it tends to have religious or magical elements to it. Like the same thing with cryptids. People believe in Bigfoot because the idea is that obviously it's believing in the weird and the wonderful and the magical and the stuff that are out there that you don't know. And to be fair, there's so much out there that we don't know that we have discovered so far. If that makes sense, like we know more about space than we do about our own oceans, for example. Like, but like, so there's, at one point we'd never even been to Antarctica, and it's like all that sort of stuff. Imagine the first human to come across a penguin. Fucking what the fuck? But like, so yeah, I get what you mean, but then aliens is slightly different in the sense that,
Right, 100%.
yeah, I mean, I agree with you. There's a bit of superstition there still. I think it definitely goes into superstition when it goes to no disrespect to Joe, but when it goes to the idea of seeing aliens yourself, that's where people start drawing a line, really, because not everyone believes in a lot of people do believe in some sort of form of alien, but not most people don't tend to. Well, most is probably the wrong word, but not everyone believes in the idea of aliens coming down to Earth and visiting us.
I believe in the possibility
It's not.
of
It's
that.
not. It's not fully like took me by granted that aliens exist.
You sort of
Obviously,
blame
I was still just a kid back in the day. In all fairness, and I must admit, like you kind of just think, wow, as a kid, oh, that's true. But obviously, I would like to see more evidence on the idea to alien artifacts, or as I guess the Mexican alien, whether it actually is real, an actual alien's body, or artifacts from an alien, like a ship, or I don't know what the fuck they use these days. Whatever
fucking
they have.
Zoom.
Fucking Zoom. No, obviously, yeah, it's not like fully brought me, because, and I still believe the idea, obviously, that there is obviously other life out there, but I would like more of an idea on it with evidence of life.
But I've got a big point that people used to argue with religious people and stuff.
Go
So,
on.
if God made the whole universe in his own image, but then the theory of evolution, which has been proven, of starting as a little fucking worm thing in the water, developing to monkey, then man.
Monkey. Yeah.
If that's true, and religion still, like believed, and God made himself in his own image, and put that image everywhere, not just Earth, What is stopping the theory that the same kind of life happened on a different world and developed into something different, but not necessarily humanoid?
Hmm.
Does
Well,
that make sense?
Oh, it makes
Yeah.
sense. I think it's strange when people like don't want to bash religion a little bit, but like I think it's strange when people believe that there's life here, but then they don't believe in aliens because that's what a lot of like certain types of Christians don't believe in aliens at all.
Yeah, because
Just because it's
they
against God.
believe,
Well,
yeah. But then, like,
but like I
if
think
God
like
made us in His image,
yeah.
well, but then what? I think it's kind of a bit backwards. I think we think that God is our image, not even factor in evolution.
Yeah, well, it's all. I think a huge part of it is the. I guess like a subconscious vanity idea, like where we have more importance. If we were made in God's image, we have to therefore be important beings. Whereas if we want, then it just shows that we're just
Well,
in the wind. If that makes sense.
okay.
Like I'm not saying that's
Christians-
what I'm not saying that's what Christians think consciously. I think it's that like more of a subconscious thing. But we like to wonder why we're here, don't we? And this is where like a lot of religions try and answer that.
Okay,
Well,
not
it is
wrong.
interesting.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a shame about the alien debate because we're all kind of for it. But then,
Yeah. Yeah, well, what do we think about this alien then, the Mexican alien? So I've been researching it a bit more. By the way, just to go into the Area 51, apparently it was made. The reason why it was a secret, it was made in 1955, but the reason why it was a secret is it was basically uh testing like bombers and shit. Like sorry, the word. I, I just lost what page I'm on. Oh yeah, here we are. It was making things like U2 and SR-71 Blackbirds, which anyone who knows their planes, no one.
stealth,
Okay, yeah, they're stealth
stealth.
planes. They're used for reconnaissance. This was obviously in 1955. That would have been the Cold War between the US and Soviet Union. So obviously, this was a big, massive secret operation base. Now, it actually does say that it was only acknowledged by the CIA, who are like the top dogs in terms of secret organization in or government organization in the US. Like, if it's only acknowledged in 2013, I have no idea where this idea of aliens being there comes from because this website doesn't really give much
It's
information
because
there, and
there's
Wikipedia
idiots.
does. Pardon?
There's idiots that stalk the gates because
Well,
they literally sit
oh, you mean the people?
behind
You
the
mean the people
line.
storming it?
Yeah, they sit
Yeah.
behind the line of
Yeah,
like the no trespassing part, and then they
yeah.
watch it, and then they report lights and stuff. And they're more recent, which has sparked even more controversy. Well, not controversy, like theories and stuff. So a guy recently died in Area 51 from
Mm.
like toxic, like poison. He
Yeah,
reportedly
they do. But
opened a barrel of some like shit or whatever. He died,
yeah.
and then the widow like sued him, and they went to court, and
Oh.
the judge or the prosecutor asked like, "What do you actually do at Area 51? Why did he have this toxic chemical or whatever?" And then they're bashing it off back and forth, and then the guy says, "You know, was it an extraterrestrial being that maybe poisoned them?" And then the guy refused to give out government secrets and refused to confirm or deny
Mm.
the like existence of aliens. But if they weren't real, why didn't you deny it? And if it,
Yeah.
so
I
it's just kind
think
of
it's
like
one of those things.
but it's just
I think it's one
stupid.
of.
I think she lost the court case anyway, but because the guy
I
signed a
think it's
waiver
one
or
of.
some shit.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things where like they thought there was no way they were gonna win in an argument. Yeah,
Surprised it made it
I,
to
I,
court.
I just found out on Wikipedia that what you're talking about. The Environmental Protection Agency apparently it was an environmental lawsuit. I mean, this was linked to the something atom something. What was it called again? The fucking
Atom bomb?
Atomic Energy Commission. So that's got to be something to do. Yeah, atom bomb essentially. So it's got to be stuff to do with like radiation in the local area because it's the middle of desert, in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like the nearest human civilization is Las Vegas, which is obviously a city that was made out of fucking nowhere, literally. So like, it's clearly that they were doing some dodgy shit back there, especially when it came to fucking the Cold War with testing nuclear and radioactive stuff. It's interesting. I don't know. Where do you guys stand on this Mexican thing then? Uh, because like a lot of people have criticised the going back to the guy that's announced it. God, please don't make me pronounce his name again. But like people have criticised him because he actually has been. This is not the first time he's gone on public to discuss about aliens before. He apparently found he was the one that actually discussed about the alien that I mentioned about the child that was in the Middle East, and he was convinced that it was alien, and the scientific community shunned it and went, no, this is not alien, until they've done actual testing on it. I was wrong. It wasn't. How it wasn't radioactive. It was they were using radiocarbon dating to gather DNA evidence and X-rays. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. But apparently, it's human
Well,
DNA.
I was reading it just now. I'm kind of skimming it, whether
Yeah.
it's true or not. But to take it with a pinch of salt, it says the creation contains animal and human bones,
Mm-hmm.
and
That was the
it's,
biggest thing.
it's dated 1,000 years ago, and
Yep.
obviously it's humanoid looking, and it has the same like skeletal structure as us, and back then people were significantly smaller. Not saying that's small, but
No. But it's most like a
bit weird.
child for that size.
More of a mummy than.
But then I also
Sorry.
kind of think that surely if you're buried under a bunch of fucking rock and shit, like all organic life, you either become coal, gas, or oil.
Not for 1,000 years.
Or for 1,000 years,
Yeah.
mate, the bones would fucking decompose like completely. Surely.
No, no, because there's human bones right now that's well preserved.
Yeah, but this has not been well preserved.
No, what I mean is like it depends on certain elements. Like for example, the ground that you might be buried in, for whatever reason, might be better preserved than certain other grounds.
Yeah, but this is Mexico we're talking about.
No, I recently went to the Cheddar Gorge, which is apparently the biggest gorge in UK, and there's actually a real like almost fully complete bone recovered of a Stone Age man. Which, just to clarify, the Stone Ages was 9,000 years ago. So like, no, your bones don't turn into like coal or anything like that. That's like more like millions of years. But I know what you're talking about. I guess.
Yeah, but it would be
I
more
don't know,
decomposed than that, I think. And like,
but like what Deacon said, what if it's mummified?
To do here today is to
why
move
is it in Mexico?
conjecture and conspiracy towards science and sanity, and you do that.
Yeah.
Deeks,
But that is
Yeah,
what's your opinion?
I don't know. I didn't really think much about it. There's always like random alien. So
Do you have any arguments? Why you not think much about it?
I dismissed it because they said that it was just cake, but that might have just been a cover up at the same time.
Well, watch this video, guys. If you like.
What video?
You know, it's just a video of them.
It's on
Disgusting.
You
Netflix.
can see it.
What's that
Shit.
video about?
It's about the alien, the Mexican alien.
Oh, okay. Fucking hell. That's in radiocarbon there. Oh my god, that looks so ugly. It's just like touching up the fucking alien.
That's what I
Reminds
mean.
me
It's a
of,
bit weird, isn't it?
Indiana Jones.
It's strange, isn't it? It's a strange thing. A part of me does wonder if it's fake. Like, do you get what I mean? Like,
I do wonder if it's fake as well. Yeah, I mean they
yeah,
touched it and everything. What NASA said about those aliens in Mexico.
it's interesting. I don't know. So you think it's fake, don't you, Alex?
I don't think
Do
it's an alien.
These thinks it's fake. What about you, Drew? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm hard on it, to be honest.
Mm.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know enough research on it about to have like a definite true or false.
It's a hard thing, to be fair. And to be fair, research on it is a bit vague at the moment because it's like what it's whether you want to believe. To be fair, like it's an alien life form. Like it's like what you said. It's not got 100% human bones, however, the potatoes mixed with other DNA. It's really difficult thing because I guess and they're not gonna discuss the whole thing privately. Many critics have complained and said this is like a stunt done by the government, which I don't really blame them on that front. Um, but yeah, I don't know what to believe either. To be fair. I guess we're coming to the end of the alien discussion, however, so we'll call it quits there, and we'll move on to the next topic, shall we?
Yeah, man.
How long have we been talking, Alex, and recorded?
About like an hour and a half, probably. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, literally
hour.
bang on an hour and a half.
Oh shit. So we should be wrapping up soon, to be fair. Should we do I mean to be fair, this is the first podcast in ages, so we're going to go over time. But I'm loving the debates,
Yeah.
guys. I mean I'm hoping you guys are loving it as well, and hopefully this will help. I feel like this episode has been a lot more engaging, if that makes sense. So going on to the next bit. So there obviously some movie news and that, but most of them I cannot for the life of me remember. There's a lot of films and TV and games coming out at the moment because it's the end of the year. We now moved away from the summer blockbusters. We're now going to end of year movie phase, aren't we? Where everything's coming out just because they want to try and get the last great big film before we get the Christmas rush. And around this time of year, there's a lot of it's fucking horror films and stuff like that. Is there anything that anyone's particularly looking forward to?
Saw
Like there's
movie.
Pet Sematary,
Five
there's
Nights at
fucking
Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. That's looking good, to be fair. I mean, it looks naff, but it looks like it's gonna be a good
It's gonna
time.
be complete dog shit, but I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah. What about you guys? Are you guys looking forward to that?
I've not
Yeah,
really
like,
watched too many
I think
trailers
it'd
of
be
it.
good for us.
Ho ho ho
Really?
ho 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 ho.
I think it'd be good.
But I understand that you're probably.
What? Sorry.
So-
I think it'd be good, to be honest.
No. How come?
I always like Five Nights at Freddy's anyway. I always watch videos.
Doesn't necessarily be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would
I-
be. Just like the.
I like
Just like
Get
watching
Out, but I
fucking-
watched Nope, and I thought it was a bit naff.
What was it you watched, though?
Nope. I watched it in cinema with Aiden.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
did you?
You
Yeah.
like Nope?
You up?
You not like Nope? Nope was good.
I don't think it was the best. I didn't really like I didn't like the idea of like horses getting abducted by aliens, and it was just kind of messy, and I don't know. And
You were quite strong opinionated on it, to be fair. You
I don't know,
were.
I just don't think it was
Oh.
Jordan Peele's best work, man.
I loved it. I thought it was his best work yet, to be fair.
No, it fucking wasn't. Not if Get Out exists.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I just
Get
think,
Out,
I don't know, I just don't think it was
Get
the
Out's
best.
probably. It's probably because Get Out is probably more clear than Nope. Nope's a little bit like with the messaging. I mean, like Get Out is quite a bit more straightforward with the overall.
Oh no,
what it's
I
trying-
get the messaging like don't use animals for movies and stuff, and well you shouldn't.
Yeah,
and...
but there's that, but then yeah, I mean, I think that is the overall. I think it's more. I think it's more to do with just how Hollywood as a whole is exploitative, rather than don't use animals. If that makes sense, 'cause it wasn't just
Yeah.
animals, wasn't it? It was people
Yeah, it was people
themselves.
and horses and shit, and
Yeah,
getting abducted by
but
aliens. That ended up being a big kite or some shit.
yeah,
And I don't know, I can't remember what the fuck it was. It was more like the fucking ending, really. The whole camera thing just pissed me off. Like when the
oh, the fucking guy that wanted to
Yeah.
kill himself, he wanted to get the best shot.
it's just
That
stupid.
pissed me off as well. Like I kind of looking back on it, I kind of get why he was doing it, but like at the same time, I just hate movies where characters just kill themselves for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it
And
was
you're
just
like,
so silly.
yeah,
And
it's like,
then what else? I
yeah.
can't remember. I don't
But
know.
we're going back to the horror movies. There's, I'm looking at a lot more. There's like fucking, it's Night Swim apparently. There's The Exorcist, the new one of that. Have any of you seen that? The Bloody Edmund
I've
Class.
seen the original.
I haven't.
I've never seen any of The Exorcist. I don't want
Turn your
to.
camera back on.
Give me a second. I'm doing
Yeah.
something on my laptop.
Fucking now, I forgot there's a new Lord of the Rings game. It's not really horror though, is it?
I'm a big Saw fan. There's a new one coming out.
Oh, there's a new Saw 10, is it?
Yeah,
Saw
Saw
X?
10.
Yeah, that's a lot of hustle
Tobin
stuff.
Bell back in it, boy. Because Spiral was
Saw.
absolute fucking shit. So I'll be watching
Oh,
the new
that
Saw
was-
movie.
Fucking that Spiral was definitely. I mean, it's meant to be like a loose spin-off, isn't it? Not
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than an
It
actual
was fucking
sequel.
dog shit.
But it was like, yeah, I
mean,
agree with you.
Arguably, most of the recent ones, been really bad. But
To be fair, after Saw 4, I just kind of got bored. Like in the sense that I know they go downhill afterwards, so I'm not gonna bother. Apparently, 7 has a good ending to it, which is why I'm quite annoyed that they continue making it afterwards. But you know, movie's got a movie.
it's
People gotta make
just
profit.
the Saw storyline is so convoluted, so like backwards and flashbacks within flashbacks that they could
Yeah.
really make anything and then make it work.
Wait, give me a
Yeah.
second. I'm going to join my laptop. Give me a sec.
Well, it's not like you contributed much anyway.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I don't know if you even heard that.
hear that.
Yes.
Scream was quite good.
Oh, Scream's quite good actually.
Why'd you pull that face and then why was that so silent?
Ah,
It's
okay, man. Scream's
It was
good.
literally just Scream's good. Silence.
That's quite good, yeah.
It's because it's the
When you
opposite
said
of
Scream,
Scream.
in my head, I was thinking of Scary Movie. I was like,
Yeah, a lot
well,
of people
Scary
are like
Movie's funny, but favourite?
In all fairness,
Scary
though,
movie.
although I don't think Scream's scary, I think it.
It's not scary. I laughed at it, to be honest.
It is
I
a
love
horror.
Well, that's the
what I
idea.
mean.
It's a spoof of horror, but within
It's
itself being a
satire,
horror
yeah.
movie.
It's a satire.
Call it psychotic, but I laughed when Scream stabbed a cop in the neck. I don't know why I couldn't stop laughing.
But Scream 1 was
Psycho-
basically
psychotic
responsible
tendencies.
for like revitalizing horror because it kind of got a bit like
Yeah.
it was just boring slashes and a bunch of teens down in the woods or whatever. But then they changed
Well-
it to be like a murder mystery while also digging on the like quirks and stuff of horror.
Hmm.
Which made it
Yeah,
a
I mean, I
comedy.
don't know. It has slightly become the sum of its parts, though, hasn't it? Like, as in, like, it's become the very thing it's trying to
yeah,
nick out.
yeah, and I think that's the idea, but it's just kind of not working. That's why Scream kind of goes downhill.
Mm.
I like
That's
the
why
first
Scream
three.
worked well as a single film. It's why I don't get why not everything has to be sequelized.
Yeah,
Or
and
serialized.
even within the sequels, they're like joking about sequels, and then they have Stab in the Scream movies, spoofing on Scream itself. It's like a.
Yeah, that's very good, actually. I did enjoy that bit. To be honest, favorite horrors, I've got a couple ones. I could be really pretentious, but
Peppa
I'll
Pig.
try not to. But I'm gonna go for Oh, I'll go for Blair Witch Project. I have a
Good
soft
classic.
spot. Yeah, I have a soft spot for
Found
horror.
footage movies are actually kind of banging.
Well, that's what I mean. I have a soft spot for found footage movies. I don't know that many actually. I haven't seen
You
that
watch,
many,
you
but
watch Wreck?
yep,
That's good.
that was that's a
is
really
good.
good film. The
Yeah.
American version sucked,
Yeah, but the actual
but the original one, yeah,
the
brilliant.
original Korean one. I think it's Korean. That's
Spanish.
good. Yeah, Spanish.
Wait,
That's
where
it.
are you?
That's good. The American one fucking sucked ass, but
Yeah,
Where's
it
Ben?
did.
it's like the
See,
Grudge.
Oh, there he is.
The Grudge was good, but the American one
Yeah.
sucked.
He
I
keeps
just-
evaporating away
Oh.
from the screen.
yeah.
Yeah,
kind of.
for some reason, especially when it comes to, let's say, like Japanese horror or Korean horror and stuff like that, when they do the American version, because there's different cultures, sometimes it.
Yeah, it doesn't translate well. What the fuck happened? Is this Blair Witch Project? Ooh.
What's up?
Fucking, it just fucking died.
He always
Just-
put his phone.
The fucking poltergeist got him.
Was
Did
it
his phone die?
disconnected?
You know, I'll take over as host right now. So, Deacon, what's your favourite horror movie, man?
I don't know.
Classic,
I-
classic
I-
Deacon reply, that is.
I don't watch that many to have a favorite.
Okay, well, okay. This one you have watched and enjoyed.
It's gonna be like it comes to mind. I don't.
It's silent.
I don't watch enough to remember or to be shocked. That's why I don't watch too many.
Well, I'm shocked right now. I'm actually disappointed. Drew,
Well,
what's
I'm
the
angry, I'm
what's the
disappointed.
first horror movie that you can recall watching?
Probably when I was a kid, and I think it's what actually started off my whole horror movie experience and me falling into the love of horror. Was probably Alien. I mean, it's not much.
It is a
to
horror
it
movie.
it scared the shit out of me back in the day, but it's what set me off as a man who loved horror and just watched horror. It's like same with Alien always started me off, and then I started watching all the Alien trilogies and all that, and then Alien versus Predator, and I got into it. I loved it after that.
Alien,
I love-
Alien is probably one of the greatest suspense horror of all time.
It's very
Probably the
iconic
first
as well.
First game that I also played is also Alien versus Predator, which got me like really into it. But yeah, Alien was mad back in the day.
The first horror movie I watched that I can recall was actually Arachnophobia. The
Oh, that
movie, the
fucking
movie
hell.
about the killer spiders.
I think don't know if I've seen that. I've seen something to do with.
My
movie with
brother
spiders,
hated
but-
that movie. Like,
I
not
would
because
hate
it was
that movie.
bad, but because he was arachnophobic and he hated it.
There's a
And-
big giant spiders in the mall.
I have
don't know.
arachnophobia, but I think I've watched something to do with spiders.
I
There's
think
something
the
on really big spiders.
scariest
That
movie I
eight-legged
watched was
movie.
fucking Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Yeah, scary man.
Scary.
I don't think I've seen it.
Good. The shit.
Is it
Ju-
shit?
It's a no. I don't. I've never watched it. It's a joke movie. Really bad. And apparently. Oh, Aiden, what's wrong with your fucking camera? You trying your laptop as well?
Aiden's
I
there,
do
but
apologise.
his
My
camera's
my
not
phone
working.
fucking died.
I knew it died.
Well, I have no camera on my laptop for some fucking reason.
No.
So
Well,
I'm
I've been
using the
taking over
fucking
the host.
HDMI camera, where it is, to fucking plug in one, and it's still not working. Like I'm before you start, I'm in the settings, so I'm changing it, but
Have you opened your camera app and checked if it actually is working on that?
no.
No.
That'll be a good test. Wait. Alrighty. So yeah, we've done horror movies. Aiden, can you recall the first ever horror movie / scary movie you've ever watched? Doesn't have to be accurate.
Oh,
I watched Poultry Guys when I was young.
so
Poltergeist,
I have to say, Just to steal Drew's answer. Technically, the first ever scary movie would have been, ironically, Scary Movie. But then it would have gone. The first proper horror film would have been Alien. I remember stealing that one night. Like, I was with my dad had it on DVD, but I wasn't allowed to watch like 18s at the time. I stole it and just took it to my bedroom and watched it late at night. And like, apart from the fencing scared the hell out of me actually. I don't know if you remember when he's in the vent, he's looking like
Oh,
with his
yeah, yeah.
torch with the flamethrower, and they're like, "Inspector!" And he turns around and days and jumps at you. That's like the only jump scare in the entire film, and I just think it's such a great film, even though it's not like
What about the when he blows out his chest like the little fucking
It's-
alien? Isn't that like jump scare?
oh, that's great. That is.
Iconic.
It's it's just beautiful. It's like if I could make a film, I want to aim it in that sort of sense. Like I think without going too much into film mode, like I think the director Ridley Scott, he's so good at making long suspense stories. Like the alien doesn't even show up for the first third of the film, and yet you're not at all bored. It's such a slow burn, and yet when it kicks off, it kicks off. It fucking it's like set a match to a fucking gasoline.
Mad at
Yeah.
it.
I think what makes Alien good is that the problems start even before the alien even is introduced. And they wake up early. And they're
Yeah,
being like set off course. And then you find out later that it was intentional. They wanted to bring the alien home. Alright, Chad.
and it's also relatable in the sense that we can all relate to because it starts with them waking up early, not because they need to talk some important thing, not because it's life or death, but it's just because
They thought
they
they were
got a
home.
disturbed, they get a disturbed signal, and it's part of their contract to go and deal with it. So they're forced to do it as part of the job. And it's interesting because the first conversation they have as a group, you hear half of them going, "No, we don't want to do it." They're only doing it because it's a job, just because it's basically overtime. We can all relate to that, even though it's like set in a futuristic storyline. We can all relate to that idea of like, having to work overtime and that. And then all of a sudden you add this like scientific sci-fi type future fictional world where there's like alien sort of thing, like it's quite cool.
I thought it was pretty
Hey, did
What
you
about you,
see
Deeks?
camera or not?
cool. Oh yeah, Deacon can't think of a fucking movie, even though we've watched like the whole backlog of Netflix.
What's the Will Smith's the so is?
What, I Am Legend?
Yeah, I didn't. That was the first one.
Really,
I mean,
I really thought you were going to say Independence Day.
no, that is a horror.
What? Iron Legend's fucking banner as well. Like that's a film just mostly one person, and yet
Yeah, he meets a woman
Yeah.
and die.
he sells it.
The whole where they're all like trying to swarm the car and stuff.
Mm.
It starts
No.
to pick up as well.
I think the scariest movie I ever watched was Shaun of the Dead.
Fuck off, that's a banger. I love
That is a
Shaun of the Dead.
banner, to be
Watched
fair.
it like 12 times. It's so
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah, it was good. So
Me
scary.
and Drew watched it together recently, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, everything's been right.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? Best Bros.
I bet.
See
Should we start wrapping up? 'Cause I imagine it's 2 hours long now.
Yeah, 2 hours, 5 minutes. Alright, this is the AKA
Woo!
podcast. See you later, bye. Okay, cool, let's go.
Bye.
Okay, I've ended the recording.
Is there anything you guys want to end with for the
It's
Barbie?
already done, it's already
Any
stopped.
conclusion?
We're done.
Oh, yeah,
Wrap
You
it
actually-
up.
yeah,
What?
you said we're done.
Yeah, but outro, man.
You want me to do an outro?
Alright, let me just.
Do you not do outros anymore?
I've recorded it again. And you can
Well, he
do
was
it
doing a shitty outro. I guess I could do an outro.
Nah,
if you
I'm
want me to.
joking, man. It was recording
No.
the whole time. I fooled you.
I just get
You got
cringe when
brains.
you do outros.
Right. Okay. Anyway, do you want to do like a conclusion to the Barbie thing, or none of you?
Yeah, that's the right movie.
Barbie.
Watch it if you haven't seen it.
It's alright.
It wasn't as bad as I
I,
It was
thought.
good.
I do
Had
do
deep
recommend it.
messages.
It's not shit. It is good messages. So do give it a
Mm.
watch.
Yeah. The Duolingo
Yes.
scene was definitely the best
Yeah,
scene.
that sounds funny. That was
Yeah,
like a true
that's how you
best
do
joke
it.
ever.
That
Yeah.
was.
Getting roasted.
Yeah, speaking of
well,
best
that's
jokes
just
ever,
something.
Deacon, do you want to say your best joke ever?
No one cares. Okay, so boys, this has been the podcast.
Sorry, I
with
forgot it. I don't know what you mean.
Wait, you
Crack
say.
Slugma and Ben Dudster. If you enjoyed,
Dudster?
please leave a like. Ben Dudster. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Wait, you putting us on YouTube? I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if this
Please leave a
even
like and
ever leaves
subscribe
my
to the
computer.
to the AKA channel, and also subscribe to my channel and subscribe to Crack Slugma if you're doing YouTube streaming or
I only
you're on Twitch. Are you going on Twitch?
This is a really long out.
Who?
You,
Yes.
Crack Slugma.
This is
At
all
some
about
point.
As
I just
Slime-
like clicked off a video.
shut the fuck up. And follow us on Twitch as well. We'll do some streams on there. Press that bell notification so you can be notified from when we're next streaming or next active. And I will see you all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
It woke me up from coma.